Huh? Oh, okay, so is the perspective swapped to Makuro now? Time had certainly stopped for Makuro Ikasaba. It was as if everything around her had frozen perfectly still. In the past, she was known as the Ultimate Soldier. She had experienced this feeling before, during her time with the mercenary group Fenrir. In situations where she was surrounded by a hopeless number of enemies within the jungle or in a desert ruin, the charging elements seemed as though they were frozen in time, which allowed her to claim a decisive victory in all her battles. But this wasn't a battlefield, so why did this familiar sensation activate once again? Because she's unsure of what's going on? Shocked by Makoto remembering her? Maybe? So, she knows she's Makura. I think that's what they're getting at. Because she's remembering all those times where time stopped. Chaos control! In order to understand what had happened, Makuro slowly tried to assess the current situation from within this frozen world. So, okay. That's interesting. So that's why she's the ultimate soldier. So I know they say that when you're, close to near this situation, like, time slows down for you sometimes. So maybe for someone like the ultimate soldier, time would just freeze. Or almost freeze. That's interesting. Junko and Makuro are both children of despair. But Junko Nishima, the true ultimate despair, harbors a far deeper darkness within her. Though their last names are different, Makuro is Junko's older sister, connected by the bonds of blood. Oh, that's right, their last names are different. I thought that was just as a cover. Oh, but it's not just as a cover? So maybe they have two different, fathers or something? Maybe. She cooperated with Junko's hopeless plan, and impersonated her under the... Okay, so she did cooperate, no brainwashing. With Junko's hopeless plan and impersonated her under the pretense of participating in the killing game alongside her classmates. Uh-huh. According to the plan, Makuro was supposed to oppose Monokuma, who her sister was controlling. Alright. Makuro was supposed to oppose Monokuma, who her sister was controlling, and be locked in a dungeon as punishment. Oh, so she wasn't in on the whole thing. Okay. So the question is, was Junko planning that the whole time, or was she just winging it? I'm not actually sure, but meh. Isolated from the others, she would then escape the dungeon and perform various acts intended to deprive the students of hope. It'd be interesting to see a story like that, too, but hey. That was the role she had been assigned. When Makoto succumbed to his headache, Junko ordered her to see if the shock had caused him to remember... Oh. Junko ordered her to see if the shock had caused him to remember anything that could make him a liability. Okay, so that's why she was watching over him in the nurse's office? Interesting. He woke up as she was tending to him, so she made small talk with him, but she didn't notice any changes in his behavior, except the fact that he kind of knew her, sort of. Until this point, she was certain that there shouldn't be any problems. Nothing could possibly go wrong. She stomped on Monokuma like her sister ordered her to do, and flawlessly spoke the lines she was taught to memorize. Got it memorized? Afterwards, she would fall through a trapdoor into the dungeon and remain isolated from the other students. I wonder if the trapdoor actually exists, or if it was never put in place in the first place. That'd be interesting to know. That was her role. She hadn't done anything wrong. There were no problems. There were no problems. She repeated that to herself over and over like a silent prayer. But in that frozen moment in time, what she saw was not a trapdoor, but countless spears. One of them had skewered Makoto through his side. Why? Makoto? And why did my sister try to kill me, the fucking bitch? I mean, we all know she's crazy, but still, what a bitch. Why are there spears? Gungnir? I would have died if I hadn't moved. You did die in the alternate timeline. Did Junko mess up the plan? No, Junko would never mess up. Was she trying to kill me? Me? Makoto saved me. Why? Why did he say my name? Did his memories come back? Did I not realize that? It seemed like you almost realized it, but you should have dug a little deeper, I feel, but meh. Did I make a mistake? Is that why Junko got angry? No. Oh, is she gonna think that? That would suck. Don't think that. Don't get taken in by your sister's lies. She would have killed you whether or not he got his memories back or not. But she's gonna think that. She's gonna think that. Oh my god. Fucking Junko and her goddamn hypnotism. Is this punishment? Is it my fault? It's not your fault. It's Junko's fault. She's a crazy psycho bitch. She would have killed you either way. Junko tried to kill me. Kill me. Kill me? Kill me! Slowly, time came back to her world. Makuro could feel her face turning pale as she slowly looked toward Makoto. And that's something she's not going to be happy about, because she's got a crush on Makoto. The students' screams rang throughout the gym. Sayaka was probably the first one to scream. But who screamed first didn't matter to Makuro. Makoto. Why? Makoto was the ultimate lucky student. He had been her classmate for the past 2 years, and now he was a sacrifice to despair. Not long ago, he had given her an answer of sorts during their conversation in the nurse's office. An answer? He was just a pawn in the plan her sister had devised. He had given her an answer of sorts. What answer is this? I'm confused. But now a feeling of doubt began forming in Makuro's mind. Oh. Interesting. So yeah, she's... Wait, what is she doubting? I'm not sure what she's doubting. What did I want from Makoto? Oh, okay. Okay, so she's starting to, because she has a crush on him. Maybe she didn't even realize she had a crush on him. Now she's realizing that? As her heart churned restlessly, she continued to think. In return, I promise that if I do decide to kill someone, it won't be you. That's what she said. Was I impersonating Junko then? Or were you being yourself? Or did I really mean that? You probably really meant that. When did I start feeling this doubt? It's been for a while based on those pictures. Just now, the moment he saved me? Or when we spoke in the nurse's office earlier? Or when I first confronted him about this killing game before his memories returned? Or was it before even then? Makuro stood there, confused and overwhelmed, as Makoto slowly opened his eyes, the spear still impaling him through the side. Makuro? Makoto, are you okay? Makuro was no longer impersonating the ultimate fashionista. Looking up from the floor of the gym, Makoto asked, "Why are you dressed up like Junko?" He was smiling. Maybe he couldn't feel the pain anymore, or maybe he was being affected by something else. Oh? He's just happy that... He's happy that she's okay, I'm guessing. But regardless, Makoto ignored the fact that he was dying just to give Makuro his warm smile. Wow, that's hope for you. I'm glad you're safe, Makuro. As soon as she heard Makoto's weak, fading voice, something inside Makuro snapped. From within the shell of despair she had built up, an intense emotion began flowing out. Is it hope? No, this is all wrong. She couldn't hold back that emotion any longer. I do believe in magic! No. And for the first time in her entire life, Makuro unleashed a scream into the world. As Makuro fell to her knees and clutched her head, a small shadow started walking toward her back. Oh? The stuffed animal that had been under her foot. Monokuma. His claws were extended and he was no longer walking with his usual waddle. Instead, he moved like a beast silently stalking his prey as he slowly advanced within his target's blind spot. As he inched closer to Makuro, Monokuma raised his razor-sharp claws, crouched on his hunches. Oh? Is he still going to try and kill her? I say he as if Monokuma is like an entity. It's just being controlled by Junko, but... and suddenly leapt toward the back of her neck. However, just before those claws could reach the paralyzed Makuro, a dark shadow moved in front of the side and swatted those claws away with one blow. His lunge deflected, Makoto was sent flying through the air, spinning wildly before crashing into the wall. Wait, who deflected him? Damn you, what are you trying to do? Who said that? Oh, Ogami. Sakura Ogami, the ultimate martial artist, had just prevented another tragedy. She stood before Monokuma and addressed him in a loud, booming voice. Oh, okay. And she's in on it. Is she already in on it? Like, it's 138. Wow, already? I know she's in on it eventually. I don't know if she's in on it from the start. Yeah, no, she is, because she was supposed to kill someone if nobody died soon enough. And she was getting mad that Monokuma was trying to kill somebody. I guess she's not in on that part of the plan? I don't know. Not only did you attempt to kill Junko for violating school regulations, you even attacked Makoto, who had nothing to do with this. If you plan to continue acting in such a savage manner, there is no reason for us to play along with your game. Yeah, If you're actually attacking Makoto, that is. Although I don't think you really attacked Makoto. I think that was a byproduct, but still. Byakuya Togami, the ultimate affluent progeny, smirked condescendingly at Sakura. And there's the dickwad. Fool. One could say you've now violated school regulations with your senseless actions. He looked as if he honestly did not care if his fellow students lived or died at all. Because he probably didn't. He's a douchebag. Kind of sucks that he lived. It seemed like he developed a little, like the minutest amount, but it would have been nice if he developed a bit more. Okay, who's speaking now? So I do not think. Maybe this is Celeste, based on how she's talking? Well, she merely deflected the headmaster's attack just now, so I do not think it truly counts as an act of violence. Like Byakuya, I know my characters. Celeste seemed unfazed by, as she chided him over his words. Yeah. Someone who's saying, I do not think, that would be Celeste. I know my characters. My characters. Do not think it truly counts as an act of violence. However, the banter between the two was enough to stir the stunned students to action. Makoto! Sayaka was the first one to run toward Makoto, who lay bleeding from his stomach. But Monokuma stopped her. Oh? Shouting in a tone of voice that seemed completely out of character. Oh? What's going on now? Oh? Be careful, don't get too close to those two. What? Huh? Startled by Monokuma's desperate tone, Sayaka and the others stopped moving almost instinctively. I'm sorry, what? What's going on here? Don't get too close to those two? I'm confused. The students looked around at each other. Instead of his usual playful gait, Monokuma walked toward them with deliberate, methodical steps. Is Junko playing some kind of trick on them now, maybe? And then he suddenly blurted out something that took everyone, including Mikuro Ikasawa, by surprise. I'm sure you're probably confused by this sudden turn of events, but I want you guys to work together. Wait, what? Junko? What? Are you on crack? I'm sure you're probably confused by this sudden turn of events, but I want you guys to work together. Huh? As Mikuro slowly turned her head toward Monokuma, he pointed at her and yelled, Mikuro Ikasawa and her accomplice, Makoto Naegi, are the terrorists responsible for locking you all inside the academy? Junko, fuck off! Oh my gosh, what a bitch. Okay. But, okay, why would they buy that? Why would they buy what he's saying? I mean, he's the one who locked them all inside the academy. So, why would he reveal they're the traitors, as it were? Once again, time stopped for Mikuro. But this time, she wasn't the only one affected. Everyone seemed to be frozen in shock. There's no way anyone sane would believe that. After a few seconds of silence, Aoi Asahina, the ultimate swimming pro, spoke first. Huh? You're kidding, right? I mean, Makoto's a terrorist? That's impossible. And who's Mikuro anyway? I mean, that's Junko. Makoto began slowly explaining to Aoi. Oh, sorry, Monokuma. Goddamn Ems. The real Junko must be imprisoned somewhere in this school? What? Fuck you, Junko. Worst case scenario, she might be killed. This is so mind-screwy. Mikuro must have researched which... Oh, he's still talking. I thought the quote ended. Mikuro must have researched which one of you would be easiest for her to impersonate, and hid among you all by pretending to be her. That's not what happened at all, and you know it. But hey. So, did she plan... Okay, so did Junko plan to do this as a backup plan? Like, she wants to fuck over her sister no matter what, maybe? She was probably trying to make sure the killing game went smoothly. Suddenly, Monokuma's hands and feet began jerking in an awkward motion as he looked at the other students and introduced himself. What the fuck? Oh! I'm Bashiki Madare, the ultimate hacker. Okay. So is this a trick, or is this real? I'm Bashiki Madare, the ultimate hacker. No, wait, it's a trick, because Makoto isn't part of Ultimate Despair. And he's saying he's one of the terrorists, so this is a trick. This is Junko tricking. Okay, good to know. I figured that out. I'm Bashiki Midare, the ultimate hacker. It'd be nice if we actually did have a new character, but I guess not. I'm your upperclassman. I hacked into the academy from the outside, and I was finally able to take control of Monokuma's body just a little while ago. Take control? From who? From the head of the terrorist organization that's controlling the robot from the outside. You mean the inside, actually. What? What are you saying, Junko? Oh, that's right. It's Makuro who has inner thoughts now. Makuro trembled as she heard the words coming out of Monokuma's mouth. Okay, she probably knows that Monokuma is, like, unhackable. I mean, we assume it is. We don't even know if there really is an ultimate hacker. That ultimate hacker or whatever might not even exist. Yeah. For a brief moment, she clung to the hope that her sister wasn't trying to kill her, but as soon as that hope was born, it was immediately consumed by despair. Oh? Junko had the power to transform hope into despair. She would never let anyone hack her that easily. There was only one explanation. Junko Enoshima was pretending to be someone named Bashiki in order to frame Makuro and Makoto. It was as though Junko was using Makuro's survival as a branching path to lead the students to a different despair. Oh, really? Monokuma continued talking, telling the students more lies designed to prod them to action. On your first day at Hospie Academy, you guys were exposed to sleeping gas, knocked unconscious, and then taken hostage. Actually you weren't, but hey. Makuro and Makoto are probably the only operatives that the terrorists sent inside the school. Such bullshit. That means they probably know how to escape from here. Are they actually going to believe this? And then Monokuma turned to face Makuro. Makuro Ikasawa was a member of a mercenary group called Fenrir. She's a wanted criminal who's killed over 10 people associated with the school. Only 10? That seems like a little weak. This might actually be what's going back to Danganronpa 0. Definitely gonna have to read that at some point. So don't get soft and think you can capture her alive. In fact, that's exactly what the cops told me. So the moment I saw an opening, I tried hacking the trap they set and tried to kill her. Oh, bullshit! But what about Makoto? That is a good question indeed. What if they say Makoto was like the mastermind or some shit? Monokuma gave a cold, emotionless answer to Sayaka's question. My guess is that a measly ultimate lucky student didn't stand a chance of defying a group like Fenrir. Oh, really? He was probably threatened and forced to cooperate before he entered the school. Or, judging from his earlier actions, maybe Makuro seduced him. Wow. That's kind of funny. Sayaka's face went pale when she heard that answer, and she immediately stopped talking. You're not gonna buy that, are you? Makuro raised her head and shouted, "You're wrong! Makoto isn't a terrorist! You'll have to believe me!" The way she's saying that, though, she's basically saying she's a terrorist. The whole gym fell silent. And then, as if he was speaking for everyone there, Taka stepped forward and nervously asked, "Hold on, what do you mean Makoto isn't a terrorist?" Yup. It sounds like you're saying that there's no doubt that you, in fact, are a terrorist. I ask that you correct yourself at once and say we are not terrorists. Celeste began expressing her own doubts as well. It is strange, does it not seem odd that she is so protective of someone we all just met a few days ago? Makuro stood in silence. The other students' faces began to fill with suspicion and doubt as they realized they weren't looking at the real Junko Enoshima. Shit, now they might actually start buying it. Byakuya pushed up his glasses and began coldly pointing out what seemed out of place to him. I heard that fool Makoto, or whatever his name is, call you Makuro instead of Junko. Ah, yeah. How would Makoto know that your name is really Makuro if he just met you not that long ago? There we go. They are gonna start buying it. Damn. That's... I've also heard of Fenrir, continued Byakuya. Of course he has. As I recall, its members have a tattoo somewhere on their body. Instinctively, Byakuya's words put Makuro into a calm state of mind. Oh, really? Those words put her into a calm state of mind. Okay. In hostile situations, her defensive reflexes as the ultimate soldier often manifested themselves. So this is the freeze time thing. Again, Makuro's tattoo was in the back of her right hand. Yeah, that's right. She wondered how she could hide this from the other students without also calling attention to it. But she must have put makeup over it initially, because we would have seen it otherwise. But in the end, this concern was in vain. If the police's records are true, she should have a tattoo on the back of her right hand. God damn it, Monokuma. As Monokuma freely divulged that information. Alright, cried Taka, his voice filled with enthusiasm. Show us the back of your hand, and prove your innocence. Monokuma dispensed another unnecessary remark. Make sure you look real close. She might have covered it up with foundation. Senko had ordered Makuro to hide her tattoo with foundation, so Monokuma's information was entirely true. There was nothing Makuro could do except stay quiet. However, she wasn't staying quiet because her identity was about to be exposed. She was struck by the realization that her sister was completely serious about pinning this on her. Why the agitation? Shouted the foolishly honest Taka. As my classmate, I have complete faith in you. From behind him, Hifumi Yamada, the ultimate fanfic creator, murmured to himself as a cold sweat ran down his cheeks. Well, look at that. I guess this is what they call a checkmate, huh? Okay, that's, gonna be Owada. Why don't you just fess up already, you fucking bastard? In contrast to Hifumi, Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader, was royally pissed. However, there were some students who were busy questioning Monokuma instead of Makuro. Oh? Leon Kawada? Oh, okay. Hey, you're not coming to save us? Shouted Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star. You should hurry up and charge in here already! Monokuma looked at Leon and shook his head softly. Police can't help you right now. Not only are you guys hostages, it's possible that the entire school has been rigged with explosive and poisonous gas. Oh boy. Hacked into this Monokuma robot to investigate that for myself. Then, what about everyone on the DVD? What about everyone outside the school? Asked Sayaka, god damn it. What about everyone on the DVD? What a manly voice, Sayaka. The memory of the DVD she was forced to watch yesterday still weighed heavily on her mind, but Monokuma didn't have a clear answer. I don't know anything about new DVDs. There are definitely terrorists causing havoc out there. Law enforcement around the world is in shambles trying to deal with this. It's impossible! Sayaka shuddered and collapsed to her knees. Oh, was that Sayaka again? God damn it. Sayaka! Next to her... Oh, that's Chihiro. God damn it. Sayaka! Next to her, Chihiro Fujisaki, the ultimate programmer, the ultimate, digital daddy, was unsure about what she should do. What he should do! That is disturbing. You know it's a he! Wait, do you know it's a he? Does Makuro know it's a he? I don't know. Beside her, two other girls stood silently. The first was Toko Fukawa, the ultimate writing prodigy. She seemed to be trying very hard not to look at Makoto as he lay bleeding, because she hates it. The other was a quiet girl who hadn't talked about herself much, named Kyoko Kirigiri. Are you going to see through this at least? Unlike Toko, Kyoko was watching everything intently, as if she were studying the scene of the crime. Trying to decide if this is actually real, or we're all being scammed. Because we are! From Makoto's breathing patterns to subtle changes in Makuro's facial expression, nothing was escaping her attention. Suddenly, Toko began nervously talking to Sakura. So anyway, let's just say the Makuro woman or whoever over there is a terrorist. Hurry up and beat her to death or something! Of course. We don't know that yet, said Sakura. My fists do not mete out justice based on simple speculation. Sakura tried to get near Makoto to examine his wounds, with her womanly manly hands, but Monokuma stood in her way, shouting, "Don't come any closer!" This meant that Makuro was the only one who could get close to Makoto. She had ended countless lives on the battlefield, she knew from experience. If she didn't treat Makoto's wounds, he would die. Oh boy. His wounds were not immediately fatal, but if he continued losing blood, he would eventually slip into shock and die shortly thereafter. Who's saying this? God damn it. Okay, so Makuro said that. Please, you need to treat Makoto first. Absolutely not, said Byakuya, harshly interrupting Makuro. Tying you up and examining the back of your right hand is our first priority. Hey, Makoto's in danger! Now's not the time for that! Oh, said Aoi. Well, same voice, I guess, as she cast a worried glance at Makoto. She was still having trouble understanding the situation and hadn't decided if Makoto was suspicious or not. Byakuya was about to snap back at her. Makoto's action stunned him into silence. Oh? She took a deep breath and then Makoto removed the blonde wig from her head. Dun dun dun! To reveal the black hair. Where there were two long blonde pigtails only a moment before, there was now short black hair. She cleared her face of all emotion, and when she spoke, her voice rang throughout the gym. I'm not Junko Enoshima. My name is Makoto Ikota. The students stared wide-eyed at her open confession. All she did was remove her wig and clear her emotions. But in doing so, the person the students had recognized as Junko Enoshima vanished from their sight. The terrorist that had taken her place continued to speak in a calm, stoic tone. I helped lock everyone inside this academy. The confession on a seaside cliff moment has finally arrived. Oh, wait, oh, wow, God damn it. I helped lock everyone inside this academy. The confession on a seaside cliff moment has finally arrived, Hifumi blurted out. Well, what? Wigs are against school regulations, Junko. I mean, Makoro, shouted Taga. Nice. As if stirred by their cries of excitement, the other students began clamoring among themselves. Huh? Said Yasuhiro. So Makoto's wounds are, like, real? Does that mean that stuff about terrorists and whatever is all real too? Oh my god! So everything that's happened these past few days wasn't a bunch of staged events? As the reality of the situation began dawning on Yasuhiro, all Leon could say to him was, shut the hell up! Byakuya just remained calm and addressed Makuro in a condescending manner. He addresses everyone in a condescending manner. What does your group want? If you were after money, you would have already tried to negotiate with me. Why would negotiate with you? No one would ever do that. No one would ever win that. Of course, I'd rather let them die than surrender to your ransom demands. Oh, you're saying you'd rather let everybody else here die? Oh, fuck, man. Fuck you, man. But you never let yourself die, right? You should negotiate with you when you're at your deathbed. Nah. Our purpose is to fill the world with despair. Byakuya scoffed at this notion and began to speak once again. I see. Monokuma said something similar, so that ideology is what fuels your God, my words. Monokuma said something similar, so that ideology is what fuels your terrorism. I have a problem with saying the word your. It's true, if you did anything to me, you would certainly fill the world with despair. Oh my god, what a fucking dickweed. But obviously, that would be impossible for you. Even though the Byakuya Foundation is dead, you fucking jerkweed? I don't know. Aoi couldn't believe what Byakuya was saying, and frowned as she muttered, how self-centered can you be? Byakuya is the poster boy for self-centeredness. I don't think you get more self-centered than him. After confirming that Byakuya had no more questions for her, Makuro looked at Makoto, whose breathing had slowed. Yeah, you might want to tend to him soon before he dies, as you said, and let her voice show some emotion. But Makoto has nothing to do with this. You can't believe what Monokuma says. Here's the issue. Now that they know you're a terrorist, they can't really believe what you say either. Oops. What'd you say, bitch? Shouted Mondo. Okay. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're a terrorist, just like Monokuma said. Makuro looked away from Mondo and continued speaking. That's true, but Makoto isn't involved at all, and they're not going to believe you now. Celeste coldly brushed her objection aside. I do not think trying to protect him will do you any good. After all, we all heard Makoto call you by your real name. That's... She had no words. There was nothing she could say to protect Makoto. So action's all that you're going to really do, I guess. Even though Makoto was truly innocent, though Makuro was the ultimate soldier, her powers were laughably limited to battle. Oh, laughably. Largely limited to battle. She's not very good at the social skills, I take it. Even a normal high school student could outwit her when it comes to debate and negotiation. If she were the ultimate negotiator, she might be able to convince them that their memories had really been erased. But in her current situation, if she tried to bring up their memory loss, they would think it was a desperate excuse. be interesting to see an Ultimate Negotiator. What they'd be like. I'd like to see that. Danganronpa 3, make it happen. I know it's a thing. Danganronpa 3 is going to be a thing. Let's see an Ultimate Negotiator. That'd be cool. Also, show us a real Ultimate Hacker. That'd also be cool. Anyways, even Makuro knew that. But even if she didn't know what to say, she still knew what to do. Right now, we need to treat Makoto first. And then she started walking toward Makoto as if nothing had happened. This is... yeah, right. The others, it seemed like Makuro had decided to abruptly change their subject. Okay, who's saying this? Okay, Sakura. Hold it. We will immediately take Makoto to the nurse's office for treatment. However, we must tie you up first. This was Sakura's honest demand. But there's no way Makuro could accept it. If she was separated from Makoto, there'd be no telling what Monokuma would do to him. She really cares about him now. And between Mondo's hot temper and Byakuya's cold heart, Makoto could easily sustain further injuries under the pretense of interrogation. Yeah. Interrogation. Furthermore, Celeste is also someone to worry about. Anyways, among these students, Makuro knew she was the only one who had experience treating wounds due to her time with Fenrir. After mulling that over, she narrowed her eyes and went silent. Oh, it's go time, I guess. Her mind was made up. She was determined to fight her way out of here and escape with Makoto. Oh boy! OTP! I apologize, but I need you to fall asleep right now. Oh, Sakura's saying this. Okay. I apologize, but I need you to fall asleep right now. As she said that, Sakura instantly positioned herself behind Makuro. She was completely within her blind spot. Oh, shit! To a normal person, it would have seemed like Sakura had suddenly vanished, but Makuro was too smart for that. After moving faster than any human being could see... oh boy, Sakura versus Makuro, this could be cool. Sakura's equally fast hands launched a blow toward the back of Makuro's neck. And trying to knock her out, I guess. However, Makuro's not that soft. Sorry, Sakura, but I need to get out of here. Makuro parried Sakura's fist with a spinning roundhouse kick. Oh, I'd like to see a picture of this, please. Nug! Oh, a picture would be so cool. Oh, well. Sakura raised an eyebrow at the unexpected counterattack. The ultimate soldier versus the ultimate fighter. That'd be cool to see. Makuro tried to use the momentum of her kick to sweep Sakura's feet out from under her. Oh boy, this sounds like something that'd be really cool to see, but this is why I'm not a huge fan of just reading books. Comics, specifically manga, is usually better. But even better than that is anime, because it's in motion. Anyways. However, Sakura dodged and instinctively struck back against Makuro's pivot leg. But Makuro was faster and jumped out, aiming a tornado kick at Sakura's chin. Sakura deflected the attack with one arm, then both combatants leapt backward, glared, and charged simultaneously. This sounds so cool! Every blow they dealt was parried and countered by the other, and though they were both unarmed, the sound of their battle echoed throughout the gym. It was like a typhoon had been compressed to the size of a car and set loose inside the gym. The other students were powerless to stop them. All they could do was stare at the breathtaking dance of death unfolding before them. Holy shit! After 10 minutes had passed, 10 minutes of that? Seriously? The enormous sound of one final impact rang throughout the gym. Who would be the winner? Makuro or Sakura? The two warriors leapt back once again, and breathed heavily as they stared each other down. Okay, so I guess she's not just all gun. She's also physically athletic. That's cool. Kind of OP, if you ask me. But, hey. I guess you kind of deserve the OP-ness, considering you really weren't shown any love in the main story of the first game. Okay, Sakura. My mistake. Though it's only been a few days, I cannot believe I did not notice such an impressive fighter was hiding among us. In addition to the surprise Sakura felt, it was as if the battle had left her energized. She got more pumped because of it, of course, because she's crazy. Makuro, on the other hand, looked down at her arm, confirmed it had been wounded during the battle. Oh, shit! She's never been wounded before, though, right? That's crazy. And thought to herself, she's strong. I don't think Sakura is even taking this seriously right now. Despite being constantly surrounded by firearms, blades, traps, and explosives during their time with Fenrir, this was the first time she'd ever been wounded. That's pretty crazy. And it was by someone just using their fists and feet. You know what would be cool? A three-way brawl between Nekomaru, Makuro, and Sakura. That'd be pretty interesting to see. But, at least we get Makuro versus Sakura. That's something. Makura was powerless before the might of the woman known as the ultimate martial artist and the strongest woman in the world. Woman in the world, but not the strongest person, because Nekomaru is still beating her at the moment, as far as we know. Just as I thought. I can't beat Sakura with my bare hands alone. If she'd been directly ordered to kill Sakura, Makura would have opted to either snipe her from a distance or poison her. At this close range, she would need an assault rifle just to stand a fighting chance. Wow. Oh, funny, poison her, because that's how she died. Yeah, just realized that. Anyways. I don't have time for this. She looked at Makoto and confirmed that his breathing had grown even shallower. Oh, shit. 10 minutes of that, too. God, I need to hurry. But at that moment, she had no one to turn to for help. And suddenly, Makura had an idea. Oh? It was true that gaining an ally in this situation was impossible. However, she could still turn one person into her enemy's enemy. Oh? Turn one Jack? Jack and Jill? Is that who you're talking about? Makura took a deep breath before she charged at Sakura. Then she immediately feigned and charged at a different girl. Toko! Ah, I can call it like the rest of them. Like the best of them. Better than... That's a Knuckles song. Better than a Knuckles song. Yeah. Which game was that from? Adventure 1 or 2. Don't remember. Who had been cowering in fear from the battle between Sakura and Makura in the corner of the gym. This is bad. Is that Toko? Oh, no. That's Sakura. This is bad. Sakura was caught off guard and tried to run after her, but Makura was one step ahead and reached Toko first. Why me? I don't know. I can't do a good Toko. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Makura jabbed Toko in her solar plexus and she fell into her arms. Taka and Aoi yelled out in shock. You're gonna make her sneeze, right? This is bad! She plans to use Toko as a hostage! Toko! In contrast to their shocked faces, Byakuya just snickered and coldly remarked, You fool, do you really think we care if you take someone we just met a few days ago as your hostage? Most people would care. You're the only one who's dickish. Funny that it's Toko as well, all things considered, you know. Eh. Makura just softly glanced at Byakuya and replied, You didn't meet her a few days ago. Oh? What did you say? You met her 2 years ago. Byakuya scowled. Makura ignored him and held her bloody arm in front of Toko's face. Oh, God. And then she yelled into her ears. Wake up, Genocide Jack! It seems so random and out of place. Why would Makura mention the name of a notorious serial killer right now? The students looked at each other with confusion when suddenly... Okay, so she knows. Alright. I mean, I knew she knows based on earlier, but this is just double confirmation that she does know. Yeah, Toko, who had been groaning in pain, suddenly kicked off of the floor of the gym with renewed vigor. Oh boy. She leapt into the air much higher than any normal human should have been able to do. While hovering several meters in midair, Toko twirled faster than a professional figure skater. Oh shit. Maybe even faster than a professional gymnast. Okay. This caused her skirt to flutter, revealing multiple pairs of sparkling scissors. Oh, she's got them all on her. Nice. Wait, so Toko just keeps those on her? Or does Genocide Jack somehow keep them in a place that Toko doesn't realize they're there? That would be crazy. Countless tally marks were scratched into her legs, like a kill count carved into a fighter jet. If not for the situation, Toko's glamorous jumps and spins would have been a sight to behold. This girl, formerly known as Toko Fukawa, cackled wildly, her red eyes sparkling as her absurdly long tongue flopped out of her mouth. That's my favorite part of Jill. You called for me, and so I appear. I've got a murder IOU for you. What? Yeah! Toko! The situation had changed so drastically that even Sayaka, who sat until now, spoke up. Hey, you flash in the pan. Don't treat Genocide Jack like that depressing little four eyes. That dirty girl doesn't bathe herself at all, so I gotta put in 5 times the effort to rub myself down in the shower. Wow. So, that's funny actually. Toko doesn't bathe at all, so Jack has to do it whenever she goes genocide mode. That's pretty funny. Eek? Toko's sudden change in personality sent the students clamoring among themselves. Hey! Leon yelled. What the hell does that mean? Monokuma just shook his head. There are some things even I don't understand. That's bullshit. You know all about Genocide Jack, Miss Junko. The students continued to panic at this strange turn of events. Toko, now calling herself Genocide Jack, isn't it Genocide Jill? Whatever. Took out a set of scissors from under her skirt and snipped them with glee as she looked around the gym. Huh? Man, it's been a while since I got to stretch my legs. So what were you guys gonna do here at the gym while I was snoozing anyway? Have an orgy? Genocide, you're good. I understand. I totally understand. You guys need me to cut up your clothes so you can feel even naughtier. Yeah, right? Why the hell would I do that for you, dumbasses? Dumbasses? Dumbasses. Really? Really? Really, renegade? Dumbasses? Dumbasses. Okay, it's a thing now. Dumbasses. My scissors are only meant for cutting the supple, tender flesh of adorable boys. Genocide Jack was causing a ruckus, but when she saw Makoto lying on the floor, she tilted her head once again. Huh? Big Mac, you're like totally about to die. Big Mac, Makoto, nice. What's the deal? Did the world fill you with so much despair that you all came here to commit mass suicide? Because she knows the truth, that's right. That was a plot point. It was kind of neat in the first game. That's so hot. But why are you starting without me? Wow. Toko? Cried Aoi. Get a hold of yourself. Genocide Jack ignored Aoi and let her emotions run unchecked, jumping and dancing with excitement as she held her scissors. Ah, jeez. I wanted to stab Big Mac's side myself. So you think Makoto's kind of a hottie then. This spot right here, where the ribs are kind of showing already. He's not even screaming right now, though. What does that mean? Oh, well, maybe I can just get used to this feeling of alienation instead. I have no idea what's going on anymore, shouted Yasuhiro. God, getting all these voices mixed up in my head. Ugh. This is all the aliens' fault. Yasuhiro buried his head into his arms, but no one was paying attention to him, of course, because he's Yasuhiro. The students' attention was entirely focused on Genocider Jack. Or Jill, you're supposed to call her, right? I don't know. Using that to her advantage, Makuro began sneaking over to Makoto. As she cautiously picked him up, she confirmed that his body temperature was starting to decrease. Good. She's dying? I can still make it there in time. Well, at least there's that. Though she was carrying another person, Makuro managed to soften the sound of her footsteps as she ran for the gym's doors. As everybody, really everybody was focused on her? What about people like Kyoko? By the time the students heard Makuro open the door, it was already too late. I see. She had managed to escape the gym with Makoto. Where is this going? Is it going to be some big fight between Makuro and Junko? That could be neat, I guess. Not everyone was unaware of what Makuro was doing. Oh? Monokuma saw her movements out of the corner of his eye, but chose not to tell the students. Oh, really? She wants a one-on-one showdown, maybe? And Kyoko Kirigiri noticed it, of course, because she's a badass. She saw Makuro carrying Makoto away, but did not inform the others as she watched them leave in silence. Probably because she realized that if they didn't let them... Probably because she realized if she did inform the others, that would just delay Makoto's treatment even more, and that might get him killed. As everyone wrestled with their own personal thoughts and speculations, Host B Academy began walking a path toward a completely different chaos. With Makoto on her back, Makuro took several trophies from the gym entrance hall. Oh. Why would she do that? And passing through the door leading to the hallway. She jammed the trophies through the door handles. Oh! Though Sakura could easily destroy these makeshift locks, they should buy Makuro a few extra seconds. Then Makuro started running to the nurse's office. The place she last spoke to Makoto. Everything necessary for performing first aid could be found there. Okay, back there then. Her little sister was her enemy. Her fellow ultimate students were her enemy. Her only ally right now was Makoto, who was on the verge of death. Makuro knew that even she wasn't her own ally right now. Okay. Amidst all this chaos, amidst her sister's betrayal and nearly being killed, she believed. Believed what? Believed in Makoto? She believed she was the only one who truly understood her little sister. Oh, really? You know how fucked up she is, then? That's why she felt like she had to protect her. Protect Junko? That's right. You didn't do anything wrong, Junko. Maybe... Okay, I guess if they grew up together, it's possible she understood her fucked up mind. Which means, I guess from Junko's fucked up point of view, killing her sister, because of how much despair it would bring her, it would be good. Because Junko's all reverse psychology and whatever. I don't know. You just wanted to feel despair, that's all, right? Because you love me. That's why you wanted to kill me. You were trying just to feel despair, right? It's so fucked up, but it's true. I'm sorry I failed to bring you despair. But at the same time, she wondered if... There's that word again. If she saves Makoto and betrays her sister by disrupting her plan, that would also fill her despair? So she's okay with doing that? Wouldn't that fill her with even stronger despair? Wouldn't that make her happy? But betray Junko? What should I do? Makoto closed her eyes and listened to Makoto's weak breaths. She has to save her, her beloved, right? What should I do, Makoto? On a battlefield where all you need to do is kill and survive, Makoto was invincible. But when you have to make decisions? God, that's hard. She could suppress all her emotions and fully immerse herself in becoming a perfect killing machine. But on this twisted battlefield of daily high school life, she could no longer keep her emotions in check. Especially around her little sister. And especially around her crush. Makoto, the ultimate soldier, was beginning to question being ultimate despair. Well, that's the start, I guess. The start of getting undesperified. The impulses of the normal high school girl inside her were starting to affect her state of mind. Even so, the poor girl continued to run through the dark hallways, clinging to this conflict within herself. She was now walking along a narrow, hair-thin path. A path between the hope of Makoto Nagi and the despair of Junko Enoshima. You know, kind of the same thing that happens in the second game. But much cooler! Much, much cooler. Meanwhile... Everyone still in the gym was left in a state of complete confusion. Toko was famous for being a prolific author, but even though she came across as unsociable and depressing, her mind-blowing transformations seemed to have just tossed all that aside. Toko is Genocide Jack? Sayako trembled with fear as Jack tilted her head and stuck out her long tongue. Huh? What's with the reception, you guys? You guys didn't know who I was? Have I been found out? Or have you known all along? And why was the sullen samurai just like that? That outfit didn't look good on her at all. Samurai. I think this is going to be a good place to call it. I'm running out of water, so can I save? Insert bookmark, character introduction, return to title. Insert bookmark. Insert a bookmark on this page. Okay. I'm gonna stop this here and come back. For you guys, it might just be instantaneous, or there might be a split in the part. Depends. I don't know how I'm gonna split this section up, but I think I'm gonna stop for now. When I get back to this, I don't know how much is left. I don't think it's that long. I think I should be able to finish this today. But I'll see you guys when I return. See you then. Don't have an outro phrase. Bye.